Hi everyone, I'm Evan, the Chief Lego Fanatic. I've made some changes to my garage, so I figured I would do an updated set video so you guys can see all the stuff that I have. Let's go. We'll start over here with what is not only the largest sets or largest area of my collection, but also really just the largest in Lego sets in general. All my Star Wars stuff. We'll start off with all of the Empire / First Order / I think I have some Republic sets on this one too. I got the Malevolence back there. Got our TIE Fighter, our UCS TIE Fighter. We got Death Star #1. Got our UCS AT-AT. It's so big I had to add extra support down here just to hold up that section of the shelf. We got Death Star #2. No, they are not the same set. They're different. And then we got all kinds of different TIE Fighters. We got Kylo Ren shuttles. We got... crap, I don't remember the name of the ship. Baby Yoda. That's all I remember at the moment. Yeah, the TIE Striker, Kylo Ren's TIE Fighter. We got Krennic's Imperial Shuttle. We got the Stealth Starfighter, the Headhunter. All these different sets. Darth Maul's ship. We got all of our walkers, our AT-STs. I got 4 different versions of those. I got 3 AT-ATs. I got 2 of these guys, the AT-APs. No, again, they are not the same set. They look very similar, but they are not. And then I got that little guy, the Scout Walker. We'll move up to this top shelf up here. Got our Clone Trooper dropship. Got all of our figures, so R2-D2, the Droid Fighter, or the Droid Scout, Baby Yoda, the Child, Porg. We got Big Yoda. Got our BB-8. And this one, I don't ever remember his name. D12? I can't see what that says from down here. Alright, we'll move down here to this shelf. This is kind of the how to describe them. People who don't care. So you got Slave 1 for Boba Fett. You got a Mandalorian fighter. You got the clone Strike Force 9's ship. You got a little pirate ship from Clone Wars. You got the Jawa's Sandcrawler. And then we get into like the Jedi stuff. So, Jedi Starfighter, the Jedi Defender Cruiser, the Arrowhead, Anakin's Custom Starfighter. We've got Ghost along with the Phantom. Those are 2 separate sets, but they do connect into one. So we got a Quad Jumper. We got the U-Wing. Got a B-Wing fighter back there. We've got our Betrayal at Cloud City. Our Mos Eisley. We've got Anakin's Interceptor. We've got the Resistance Bomber. We've got all of our Y-Wings. Got 3 different versions of that. We got our Snowspeeder, 2 different versions. Got our A-Wing, 2 different versions of that. Got our X-Wing, 3 different versions of the X-Wing. And then, of course, the 2 honking monsters. We got the 2007 and the 2017 Millennium Falcons. You can tell those take up a lot of space, even with them turned sideways and sticking off the side of the shelf. And then down here on the bottom of this shelf, I just made up a whole bunch of space, is now, I think, the only non-Star Wars set over here on this side of the room. But it needed a whole bunch of room by itself. We got our Titanic. I may have to find a different space for this one, just because it deserves a much better place to be displayed than the bottom shelf in the dark. And normally that area would not be in so much shadow. Unfortunately, fortunately, in order to make up all that space, I had to build a new table because I ran out of room for shelves here in the garage. So moved all my city sets over here. So got my newest set, the boutique hotel. Got the police station, our assembly square, which I believe is the largest by piece count of all of the modular series. We've got our corner garage, our Parisian restaurant, bookstore, the diner. And just because they can connect in, I moved my Ninjago sets up here. So obviously the Ultra Dragon can't connect into them. But we got our Ninjago City Gardens. Figured I'd put all my tall sets next to each other. Ninjago City Docks. Got the base Ninjago City set. Got a whole bunch of random Ninjago pieces. Unfortunately, there's some neighborhood kids that come in the garage, which is fine. They like to destroy the sets, so now I've got to take the time to go back and figure out where all those little sections go. Got our Disney Castle, another tall set. Leaning a little bit because I haven't quite settled it where it needs to go. Put all my amusement park sets over here. So we've got our haunted house. Got our carousel. Got the Ferris wheel. And then, of course, the roller coaster. Then last but certainly not least is now the tallest set that LEGO's ever built is the Bugle Tower. It just keeps on going all the way up here. All right, now we're going to go hit the shelf in the background. All right, we'll start down here on the bottom with our monument sets. So we have the Coliseum, we have Big Ben, the Tower Bridge, we got Old Trafford Stadium, Camp Nou, I think that's how it's pronounced, and then the large Taj Mahal set. Moving up from there, get into our Batman sets. We got our tumblers, the 1989 Batmobile, the little mini tumbler, and then the Batwing. Transitioning into Joker's Mansion, which is a pretty neat set. One of my favorite sets, Ecto 1 from Ghostbusters. With Voltron there in the background, every nerd's dream. Current nerd's dream, we got our Stranger Things sets. We've got Silent Mary from Pirates of the Caribbean. And then our Helicarrier. And continue on with Marvel/Avengers, which is really all the same. We've got our Guardian ship, so the Milano and just the Guardian ship. We've got our Gauntlet there in the background. We've got two different Quinjet sets. We've got our Nintendo. I was an 80s kid, so Nintendo was my thing when I was younger. We got our typewriter. Ford Mustang, one of my favorite cars. We're going to get into our space sets. Aside from the little ship in the bottle, we got our Hubble telescope and our Discovery sets. We got our Moonlander. We have the International Space Station. And of course, the Saturn V rocket there in the background. And then up top, it's a little crowded, but you got to put all the big sets on top. So we got our Apocalypseburg. We got the world map set, the largest set production set that LEGO has ever done. We've got our Diagon Alley. Hogwarts. We've got the big Hogwarts sets, and then a couple of little Hogwarts sets over here. And then last but not least, my favorite in my collection is my Ghostbusters Firehouse. That's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this little updated tour of my garage. Hopefully I've made it where everything's a little bit easier to see. Look forward to some new and hopefully better content coming in the future. If please make sure that you like, subscribe, share, so on and so forth, so I can continue making these videos. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time.